What is SORTA Conditioning? This is my SORTA brand's functional fitness training program, heavily based around the concept that we've learned in the past of CrossFit, which is constantly varied, functional movements performed at a high intensity. I don't care where you come from, where you're at in training, you cannot argue with the results of CrossFit. Its intentions is maximizing your fitness capacity. How much work can you do? It should be measurable, it should be observable, and that you can repeat it. That's why you see all the testing. The emphasis is performance. And if you do it right, you can also skew it in certain directions. You can skew it towards strength, you can skew it towards aesthetics if you know your anatomy. But really what you're looking for is some strength, some flexibility, some balance, coordination, agility, all of the things that you would say that you want out of your fitness. I guarantee if you ask someone what you want to do with their goals, they're going to say all of these things. Speed, power, the development of a complete athlete. And I would argue that it is the thing that you should aim for because of the base that it provides for everything else. Now, the reason that it's constantly varied is so that you can progress your training forward. You can constantly move the needle in you becoming a better athlete, which is transferable through all the things. When people talk about functional fitness, they talk about, hey, we should do things at the gym that maybe transfer to our real life. Wrong. We should do things in the gym that practice the mechanics that are transferable into other movements. Meaning, for example, a deadlift is functional not because of the mechanics of picking something off the floor or the action of doing that, but because of the muscles that you're training in that pattern. You're training your lower back, you're training your glutes, you're training your hamstrings, you're training how to brace. So if you think of the concepts of, if I can understand how to stack my body in this movement pattern and how to engage those muscles in the proper sequence, the output of it could be huge, and you can transfer it to sport, to soccer, to running. Right, you're using major muscles to perform a task. Constantly varied also for your own mental sake, keeps it fun. It keeps the needle moving and coming back to the gym and wanting to learn and know what's next. It's planned variance. It's not just random. Don't throw anything up. Random will work for a little bit until it doesn't. It's planned variance, planned randomizing-ish, so that you can get all the different aspects of training down. So you got short duration, long duration, medium duration. You got weightlifting movements, non-weightlifting movements, bodyweight movements, non-bodyweight movements, different pieces of equipment, rep ranges, all the things that you can think of, you can play with. Again, the functional movements is also what's going to give us the most bang for our buck. We don't have all the time in the world to train, but we can choose certain movements to give us more bang for our buck than others. For example, doing a bicep curl is not going to give you a lot of fitness. Not that we wouldn't use it. We use it in our program all the time. But a pull-up that's going to include flexion of that same joint is going to work more muscles, and it's going to transfer to bigger things. You can think of it as, here's another example I actually use. If I give you 100 pounds to curl, you can maybe do one ugly rep. If I put it on your back and you did a back squat, you would be doing more fitness because you could do more reps over more length of time than you would with the bicep. If you do a lot more biceps curls with 100 pounds as compared to the back squat, which one would you get more fit? The intensity brings us the health results that we go to the doctors for: our blood pressure, our resting heart rate, all the fat numbers, body fat percentages, Walking a mile and running a mile is not the same. The intensity brings some results. It's got to hurt a little bit. Now, I say that carefully because there is a threshold to it and there are benefits for lower intensity. However, most of us don't really go that hard anyway. I would advise getting about 3 very high intense workouts a week. Throw in some medium intensity, throw in some low intensity. Overall, your goal is to be proficient in each intensity. So if we use constantly varied movements, we choose the most functional ones, and our effort is high, your fitness results will get there. That is what our conditioning functional fitness program at SORTA brings to you. The cool thing also is that you feel like you play sports again. So I came from playing soccer, and you get this competitive feeling, you're learning a new sport, at some point you get really good at it. Then as an adult, a weird thing happens, we start to work and you lose that edge. What this type of training brings is a new learning curve. You get excited about learning how to snatch, how to clean, how to do weightlifting movements, how to do a lot of the gymnastics movements, and this brings this child back into you. And I would also say it helps with neuroplasticity in your brain and your mind, because you're having a problem solve with your body, how to move through space. And if you do that, you keep your brain actually pretty healthy. For more information, you can email me at juansortabrand.com or send me a DM on any of our social media links. That's all I got. Bye.